Hello everyone! So I am back with another video, and today I'm going to do a book review. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go because I could just spend my time just rambling on and on and on and on and on, but I don't know. We'll try it. I just finished this book and I had a kind of love-hate relationship with it, so there's that, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. The book that I'm going to be reviewing today is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon, and this is in the Outlander series, and if you didn't already know, this is an 8-book series, I think. I think she's still making more, and it's also a Starz show. Season 1 just ended, and if any of you have watched Season 1, then you know how interesting the season finale was. Now, I started this in November of 2014, and it's now June 2015, so it's taken me a while, but I picked it back up because I have, as I said before, I have like a love-hate relationship with this book. I don't know. Diana Gabaldon's writing style is, that's not my favorite. I mean, and it takes a good, like, 400, not 400, because these are like 900-page books, and it takes a good like 250 pages to actually like get into the story and like get it going. Even like when it did start picking up, it was just so lugubrious. I really enjoyed the first book. I thought it was awesome. The second book I was a little disappointed on. I mean, the stuff still happened and it was really interesting, but it wasn't as like as the first one, and then this one is just like, it's just going downhill. And I'm on the 4th one now, and it's just going down. Like, Outlander was so good, and they're just like slowly, I'm just losing interest. The second book left us with Claire going back into the Stones and back to 1945 because she is pregnant, and Jamie doesn't want her to die when he goes to battle in the Battle of Culloden? I don't know. That's how Katrina Balfe said it in the show, and I'll stick with that. He was gonna die in this Battle of Culloden or whatever, and Jamie didn't want Claire to die, so he's like, go back into the Stones with the baby and live. And that really frustrated me. It really, really frustrated me. That ending of the second book, I was just like, really? Did you have to do that? Did you have to? Like, Jamie and Claire are just so awesome together, and they're just perfect together, and then just to do that. I mean, clearly something had to happen. Like, they couldn't just live happily ever after because there are 8 books. But I don't know, it's just, I love a happily ever after. I don't know, I'm a sucker for happy endings. So the book starts back up in 1968 with Claire and her 20-year-old daughter Brianna, and they are living their life, and they have been for the past 20 years. It goes through all the things that happened in that 20 years that when she came back through the Stones, and how she reconciled with Frank and everything that happened, and how Frank took Brianna as his own and just kind of accepted her back into this world, and she just kind of went on with life as if nothing really happened, and it was just kind of, it was really sad. Like, the first couple chapters, I'm just sitting here, I'm like, Claire, be your fiery self again, but she's not. And then Claire meets Roger, and Roger is a historian and who's like infatuated with her daughter Brianna, and just, he's like in love with her, and through Roger, she finds out 20 years after she's come back through the Stones that Jamie did not die at the Battle of Culloden. And that really bothered me. Like, it took her 20 years to figure out that Jamie didn't die. Like, seriously. Like, how about the day you come back, you find out if he's dead? Like, dead. That just bothered me so much. I don't know. And then she stayed with Brianna because Brianna couldn't go back with her because, well, I don't know if she could go back with her. Book 4. But, I don't know, it's so frustrating. Like, what if she, right when she came back, she could have found this stuff and gone back while she was still pregnant, and then, I don't know, it's so frustrating. While she's still in the present, she sees Galis Duncan, like that witch crazy lady Ginger, and she sees her, and Claire actually sees when she goes back in time through the stone. So she's like, oh, she can do it. I can do it too. So Claire decides and talks to Brianna and says, I'm gonna go back because I can't live like this, and you have Roger and everything's hunky-dory and I don't have to take care of you anymore, so I'm gonna go back. So she goes back to the stones and she finds Jamie, and he is a printer slash smuggler. They come back and, you know, have their gushy romantic stuff, and then Claire finds out, and then they go back to Lullybrock, I don't know, where Jamie's sister lives, and Claire finds out that Jamie married Leary, I think, and that annoying girl from season 1 who was like, Jamie, I waited for you, blah, blah, blah. Claire runs away, and logic. So Claire runs away and just is kind of like really upset at Jamie because she's like, I waited for you. I'm like, okay. And then Fergus comes back. He finds Claire and is like, you have to come back because Jamie just got shot. So Claire comes back and mends him, and then, you know, everything's hunky-dory again. Claire thought that he married Leary and then they had 2 daughters, but he actually just adopted those daughters. They're not actually his. Good guy, good man, James Fraser. So yes, they come back and she's like, fine, whatever, I'll love you again, I don't know. Through his smuggling ring or whatever he does, his nephew is taken by like pirates or something and taken to like the Caribbean. So Jamie and Claire decide to like go after him with Fergus and his now new wife. Like, I just feel like things are just coming from all angles here. Like, nothing makes sense, and I feel like she just kept, she was like barfing words out. So the next like 400 pages are just Jamie getting seasick and Claire tending to him, and then them getting attacked by pirates and Claire getting abducted, and then Claire escaping and Jamie trying to find her even though she's already escaped, and then they go to the Caribbean and meet all these new people and get a dog or something, and then find Galis Duncan, who is like doing all this voodoo stuff, and then they're just doing all this weird stuff and like these chanty things, and then they somehow end up in like Georgia. I'm like, Diana, what are you doing? I don't understand. And I'm sitting here and I'm reading it and I'm like, no wonder why I stopped reading it in November. Not just because of Netflix, but because of how stupid this plot is. I was frustrated with it at times, and then I was bored with it, and then it ended. But it took 870 pages to get there. I just want them back in Scotland, like season 1 or book 1, and just loving life and loving each other. I don't know. I don't get how they're gonna make a show out of them on a boat. We'll see, but this was my review for Voyager. It wasn't too... My love-hate relationship is mostly hate. It's like 70% hate, 30% love, just because I love the characters. That was my first book review. I hope you enjoy. I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye!